Hello everybody, Captain Marty Brill here on Wednesday, April the 16th, and I hope you all had a happy tax filing day. And we got some stuff to talk about, but it'll be a little bit more minimal than it has been because it really blew hard out of the southwest yesterday and that affected the fishing front. But I will be back in just a second and I'll tell you exactly what did happen and what we got to look forward to over the next few days. Are you ready for a fishing thrill like no other?
Oh, there he is! There he is! Oh, got him on!
As seen on Wicked Tune in Outer Banks, the Carolina Girl, captained by majestic Jesse Anderson, is a custom, luxurious 53-foot Jarrett Bay built boat running out of Hatteras Harbor Marina. Let Jesse and her crew give you a fishing experience of a lifetime. To book a trip, go online to CarolinaGirlSportFishing.com. Carolina Girl Sport Fishing, your offshore adventure awaits.
Electricity. Something I don't mix well with at all, and that's why I only trust the folks at ELS OBX. ELS OBX offers a variety of services from custom electrical installations to lighting design. ELS OBX has the experience and know-how to complete any job. They're committed to providing the highest quality lighting and electrical installations or service at affordable prices. Visit them online at elsobx.com to get a brighter idea of how shockingly awesome they are. See what I did there? ELS OBX, electrical and lighting solutions you can count on.
All right, so our offshore fleets got blown out yesterday. I couldn't find anybody that stuck their nose out there. I guess it's possible on a southwester that could have happened, but if they did, I'm unaware of it. But we did have some boats that went closer to the beach. You can do that on a southwester back of Oregon Inlet because of the way the beach runs. And they did find some bluefins. Not like we've been seeing those school and coastal bluefins, but they did have a few. And I've been wondering when they're going to move on out of the area. We've sure had them since Christmas. And they've been all over from the Gulf Stream to the end of Jeanette's Pier. But that is winding down, I think, now. But don't know that for a fact. I have no crystal ball. Oregon Inlet, they've been having some good yellowfin tuna fishing. I mentioned the bluefin tuna a little bit. Hatteras has had black fins and wahoo and a little bit of a king mackerel bite that seems to be getting better each day. So there's that kind of stuff going on. And while we finally got an inshore report from Oregon Inlet, a pretty good bluefish bite around Oregon Inlet. 3 to 6 pound bluefish and good numbers. And you'll see a little bit more about that when we get talking about our surf and pier report here in just a second. So the table is set, and with the good showing of yellowfin tuna, everybody is ready to roll into May. And that's the peak of the spring yellowfin tuna season. And I don't like to build people up, but it's not uncommon to catch 500 pounds of tuna in a day. However, never plan a trip thinking you're going to catch 500 pounds of tuna or you're liable to be disappointed. But do know that is a possibility. The limit is give or take 18 per boat. And when you do 18 of them and they all weigh 50 pounds, that's a lot of meat. So you can do the math, figure it out for yourself. In the surf, a little bit of a mix going on. We have some puppy drum. We have some of those same bluefish we were just talking about. We have some black drum. We have some hit and miss. This is surf fishing now. Hit and miss bigger drum, mostly yearlings down around Cape Point. And there's been a few speckled trout caught in the bite as well. And the pier bite, the piers that are open, is very similar to that. Same species. Tailor bluefish, some small bottom fish, a few sea mullet, puppy drum, black drum, and I'm forgetting something here. Oh, a few sheephead. We all have been seeing a few sheephead, especially down there on the Bonner Bridge Pier, the old Bonner Bridge that used to go across Oregon Inlet. It's worth a walk out even if you don't go fishing. It's free, and it's a really good spot to catch a sheephead. So far, that's looking really good. More about that in the backcountry report after our break. But Rodanthe Pier seems to have had the hot hand for the last week or so with the drum bite, but they also are catching sea mullet and bluefish and a little bit of everything. So pier and surf fishing is really getting ready to get primed. So just like the offshore stuff, it's time to quit talking and go fishing. We'll take a little break right here, and I'll be back to talk to you about what's going on in the Sound.
Red Drum Tackle in Buxton is the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras. And being the closest tackle shop to Cape Point, Red Drum Tackle has been welcoming fishermen to Hatteras Island with a wide selection of bait and tackle, skilled custom rod builds, rod and reel repair, expert knowledge and information since 1974. Red Drum Tackle knows how, when, and where to fish. To acquire this fishing brain power, visit them online at reddrumtackle.com. Red Drum Tackle, the oldest complete tackle shop at Cape Hatteras and the closest to Cape Point in Buxton.
Awfully windy to be out in the Sound fishing yesterday. But before that hard 30-knot southwester, we've been seeing a pretty good showing of some speckled trout. That's very encouraging after the Cold Stun event. And we're also seeing a good puppy drum bite. Most of that because our Sound is full of mullet, jumping mullet, finger mullet, bait. It's a little bit too early to have a lot of shrimp for them to eat, but they like crabs too. So that's going on. And we're also seeing some very good big sheephead fishing. Big and plentiful would be the way I'd describe it. That's the fish I grew up on, catching sheephead, and really good eating fish, hard fighting. And it's one of the fisheries that seems to be thriving right now. So you might look into that a little bit. They're as good as anything that swims in the ocean when it comes time to eat. Very, very closely related to a red snapper, which has all the name recognition, but a sheephead is almost the same fish and probably as good or better eating. So all that stuff, you don't have to have a boat. You can catch them around structure, around bridge abutments, catwalks, piers, things like that. But you can also charter a backcountry boat and go do that if that sounds like something you'd like to do. Those guys down in Hatteras, I've been looking at some of their catches and they are nailing them. Doing really, really good with some sheephead fishing. So got that going on. I still don't have, for the second dinner, I don't have anything on the freshwater front, but mainly because it was blowing so darn hard. Most everybody was giving it a day off. Captain Omi Tillett used to always say, even the fish need a day off every once in a while. And so we'll just chalk that up to Captain Omi, and the wind will lay down a little bit, and we'll get back out with the table set, which was another thing Omi Tillett would always say. The table is set for some world-class offshore fishing. If you're going to book a boat, now is the time to do it, and get out there and do some of that tuna fishing. So that's it for our report. I hope you have a great day, and I hope the good Lord blesses you like he did me today.